WWE legend vows to teach Roman Reigns. A lesson. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns made his long-awaited return to WWE on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, and he wasted no time making a statement. After months of absence following the betrayal at WrestleMania by Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, the former undisputed WWE champion re-emerged during the closing moments of a chaotic segment involving Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The segment began with Breaker competing in a high-stakes gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Breaker dominated the early rounds, eliminating Penta, Louisiana Knight, and JUSO before ultimately falling short to CM Punk. After Punk's victory, Reed attacked him from behind, prompting JUSO to return in an attempt to even the odds. Just as Breaker and Reed seemed ready to take out USO and Punk, Roman Reigns' music hit. The crowd erupted as the tribal chief stormed the ring and laid waste to both men. Paul Heyman, watching from the ringside, appeared stunned as the OTC cleared the ring. Paul Heyman breaks silence. After Roman Reigns' dominant Raw return, WWE shared a video clip of the moment on X, formerly Twitter, captioning it, "At this moment, Paul Heyman knew he messed up." But Heyman didn't stay silent for long. In a quote repost, Heyman fired back with a chilling message promising to teach Reigns a lesson. Heyman wrote, "When you say he screwed up, surely you mean Roman Reigns screwed up. Thou shalt not antagonize at Braun Breaker we at Bronson Ashir and your humble oracle when we are handling business. Lesson to be taught, I assure you. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler." Reigns has returned and tensions are rising fast. With Paul Heyman aligned with new forces and already issuing bold statements, it's clear this story is just beginning to heat up. Whether it ends in redemption or ruin remains to be seen. WWE SummerSlam 2025, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, scrapped after injury. WWE News. SummerSlam 2025's plans have been derailed due to that Seth Rollins injury. Dave Meltzer is reporting via Wrestling Observer Radio that long-held plans to book Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins have been wrecked by the latter's knee injury at Saturday night's main event on the 12th of July. Reigns returned to WWE television on this past Monday's episode of flagship show Raw regardless, but it now looks more likely he'll be doing something else in New Jersey come the 3rd of August. Triple H had been hoping to promote Reigns versus Rollins as one of the marquee matches inside MetLife Stadium next month, but now it looks like Seth could be benched for a long time. However, chatter from John Pollock of Post Wrestling and Meltzer himself hinted that this could also feed into WWE's Money in the Bank cash-in plans. Both believe there's something in ideas that Rollins was hurt going into SNME's match VA Night anyway, and that his knee issue on the special was worked more than legitimately happening in the heat of battle. Select fans have already scoffed at this notion on social media. They think Seth did suffer his injury on the 12th of July because Roman versus Rollins is far too big a match to squash this close to SummerSlam. Nonetheless, it does look like Seth will miss out on SummerSlam completely. So where does Hunter turn? If events on Raw are anything to go by, then the game has two distinct, viable options to ponder over coming weeks. Both would be fairly simple to set up and execute ahead of the next tentpole plea. The first option would be straight up replacing Seth with his heavy Braun Breaker. WWE could easily slot Breaker into the story by having him step up to Reigns before claiming he has the superior spear. Spear versus spear sounds like a routine piece of branding for WWE's creative team. And there's no denying both guys would look great on a match graphic. Recent reports suggest that Triple H plans to strap a rocket to Braun anyway. He's been coming along rather nicely since jumping up to the main roster, and it's only a matter of time before he's jousting with major players like Roman. Anyway, the other path available would be sticking Reigns and JUSO in a tag team match versus Breaker and Bronson Reed. That'd explain why Roman helped Jay on Monday's Raw, and it'd give the powerhouse duo of Braun and Bronson another go-around in a featured spot. Both richly deserve that because they've been excellent as a team to date. OTC fans shouldn't despair. There's next to no chance that Roman will miss out on SummerSlam due to Seth's injury woes. Roman Reigns is person behind unpopular decision. After his return to WWE on Raw after suffering through the betrayal to end all betrayals, Roman Reigns spectacularly returned to WWE on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Reigns has been absent since facing off against Seth Rollins and CM Punk in the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 41 in April. Both Reigns and Punk were betrayed by their long-term ally Paul Heyman during the match, who shockingly aligned with Rollins in the process. Since losing the WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL in 2024, Reigns has faced further challenges to his supremacy as the tribal chief of WWE. The most notable of these challenges came from another now former ally, Solo Sikoa. Losing his title, several long-term members of the bloodline, and his wiseman, Paul Heyman, Reigns has gone through an identity crisis of sorts. Having ended Sikoa's pursuit of tribal chief status during Raw's Netflix debut in January, Reigns adopted the original tribal chief moniker, with the former WWE champion also being referred to as the only tribal chief. But with his latest return, fans noticed that Reigns has adopted a significant change as he transitions into a new era post-Paul Heyman. A WWE fan's post on X remarked on another new moniker for Roman Reigns, OTC1, or Original Tribal Chief 1. The disgruntled fan stated that the new moniker was redundant, as original and #1 means the same F*** thing. It's safe to say that the new moniker hasn't gone down well with this particular fan. The angry post caught the attention of the popular professional wrestling account TC WrestleVotes, who added to the discourse by stating that the new moniker was Joe Anoa'i's idea. Joe Anoa'i is Reigns' real name.